Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play You Don't Know Jack Mach 2.
One person, thank you. Gameplay functions as follows. You are already familiar with the roles. Excellent. We will begin immediately.
Nothing against the woman, I just hate the way they did her voice.
$1,000 if you get it. Okay, so what we got here is our smoke episode, which means, you know, cigarettes, firemen, smoke 'em if you got 'em. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Speaking of which,
Light 'em if you got 'em, boys.
Where there's smoke, there's the Chicago fire. What will firefighters have to face? Sparks flying off of hockey pucks, dangerous fumes from soccer balls, unpredictable flames in footballs, or extreme heat emitted from a basketball.
Pretty sure the fire's the soccer team.
The Chicago Fire, well, they're not only a soccer team, but they are the MLS Cup 98 champions and the 98 US Open Cup champions. And if you ever have to face them, you make sure your hose is safely nestled in a jockstrap.
They do kick really hard.
The category's gonna be, tell me more, tell me more. Did you get to a burn unit? You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Yeah, the rumors are true. I'm in a community theater production of Grease. Yeah, thank you. But I've got some safety concerns about that last scene. You know, the one where Sandy's got the cigarette and the leather? Suppose Danny's hair and Sandy's cigarette cause a grease fire. What should Frenchie do to save the couple? Throw water on them, blow them out, put a lid on them, or smother them with a pillow?
A grease fire? If you can smother it in some way.
Put out a grease fire by putting a lid on the pan. So, Frenchie would put a lid on Sandy and Danny. Or she could, I don't know, make them both star in Two of a Kind. Nah, let them burn. I'm calling this one, Just Don't Hide His Hose. You get it right, I'm giving you $1,000. All right, give me your best shot. Say you want to play a little practical joke on a fireman, because they love that. If you give them a tank of nitrous oxide instead of oxygen, what will people in the burning building most likely hear? Sound one. It's too hot in here. Sound two.
I feel compelled to be completely honest and tell you that this outfit is making my undies bunch up.
Sound three. There's smoke everywhere. Or sound four.
Oh man, I should have listened to my mother and become a lawyer.
Yeah, laughing gas.
What the fancy, educated folks call nitrous oxide, you and I call laughing gas. In fact, if you give him enough laughing gas, I bet he'd still be giggling when he came after you with his axe.
You give him too much, he will die of asphyxiation.
This one's
Go
called
figure.
A Majority of Voters Say I'm Smoking, and this one's worth $1,000. Put it in gear, because here we go. Because his memorial statue lacks his trademark cigarette, under whose rippling stone clothes will you most likely find the patch? Abraham Lincoln's, Woodrow Wilson's, Franklin Roosevelt's, or Bill Clinton's?
Wilson sounds like the only one that's been a smoker.
This is why we can't have nice things. The correct answer is, the brilliant folks who designed Franklin Roosevelt's memorial in Washington left out his ubiquitous cigarette and cigarette holder. Oh, and they also left out the fact that Franklin was in a wheelchair. I mean, I'd imagine even for a president, it's got to be hard to go cold turkey.
Hey, look, it's President Roosevelt.
Hands off, kid, or you'll have nothing to fear but me opening a can of whoop-ass.
5.
Coming at you. On the third day, he smoked again. We're playing for $3,000 this time. See if you can wrap your skull around this. Given the unique feature of the cross they use as their logo, what prank call do employees at the American Lung Association most likely get? Hey, yeah, did Jesus live in Switzerland? Hey, does Jesus have 4 arms? Yeah, was Jesus part of a charm bracelet? Or, was Jesus... Hey, shut up, dude. Was Jesus like an anchor?
I don't remember the American Lung Association's logo.
Okay, now here's a good answer. The American Lung Association's logo is a cross with an extra line across it horizontally. So it's like a cross for a person with 4 arms.
No, I'm sorry. The Son of God did not have 4 arms.
Well then, you better run after him. Yeah! Woo! Well, open your eyes. Looks like we're about to enjoy a When Did Happen.
Yeah,
Now,
I know.
okay, let's go. Somebody's got their knickers in a bunch. Let's go. This When Did Happen is called Danger, Will Smokerson. Golly gee, remember when smoking used to be healthy? It must have been before 1964 because it wasn't until then that this little event occurred. Surgeon General first requires health warnings on cigarettes. So, what do you say? Did this event happen before the Surgeon General required warnings, after that, or did this event never happen at all?
I want to say it happened after. Must have been before. 35 states. Much later. What? That would be after. Kinda have to be. Wow.
Okay, let's check it out.
Fire invented? Was that just so you were paying attention?
Let's see what it did for you. Okay, now, where were we?
7.
Up next, an economic hump. You get this one, you pocket 2,000 bucks. Hey, you remember Camel Cash? That fake money you used to collect by enjoying smooth Camel cigarette products? Then you'd be able to buy Camel merchandise, right? Well, imagine Camel starts it up again. According to the theory of monetarism, if Camel were to print up enormous quantities of Camel Cash, what would happen to the Camel economy? Wages paid in Camel Cash decrease. Junk with Camel logo costs more cash. Camel cigarettes have no value, or only gold can be bought with Camel Cash.
Inflation.
The monetary theory, as propounded by my close personal friend Milton Friedman, how you doing, Milt? Says that printing new money causes inflation. The theory does not explain why the desire to buy cigarettes is heightened by seeing a flaccid male member disguised as a camel head.
8.
Here's a little something I call, praise the Lord, the pork is cured! And this one's gonna be worth $3,000. Heads up, here it comes. Suppose in his next feature film, Babe the pig gets sick and is sent to the smokehouse to be cured. How long will it be before Babe is bacon? Half an hour, 2 to 10 days, 4 to 6 months, or 1 year?
Can't take that long.
The process of treating meats like pork is called curing. It takes from 2 to 10 days to cure pork into bacon in a smokehouse. And I understand that Babe has been spending time in the smokehouse preparing for his next film, Babe, Pig in the Blanket.
9.
The category is Stop Calling Me the Space Cowboy. You get it right, you get 2K. All right, let's mix things up a little bit. I want you to take a look at the lyrics to this Steve Miller tune, and when you think you know how to complete the line, buzz in, pick the answer. I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a what? Chicken choker, midnight toker, life revoker, or bedroom stroker. The classic lyrics to the Steve Miller Band song The Joker are, I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker. I like poker, I'm Al Roker, when my dog's got a rash, I soak her. Steve Miller, ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
10.
This category is I'm rubber, you're glue, she's the Surgeon General. How does $2,000 sound? Let's see how you handle this one. Given the controversy that led to her dismissal, what should a Surgeon General's warning on former Surgeon General Jocelyn Elders say? May tell STD jokes, may smoke marijuana, may discuss masturbation openly, or may call important lobbyists boobies.
A lot of those, really?
Bill Clinton fired Jocelyn Elders after she said masturbation should be discussed in public schools. Ah, come on, people. I mean, what's the big deal, huh? I mean, as long as a teacher has a desk to sit behind, I say it's their business. Well, what do you know about
why not?
that? It's a coinkydink. Okay, here's how you play the game. I'm going to show you different pairs. Okay, so you already know how this thing works, right? Your coinkydink is called Trick or Smoky Treat. Hope you got all that, because there ain't no turning back now. an essay, and blank or plastic. What's the link between these two? Washington's teeth and Blanky Blank Pecker.
Paper and wood. So far, 2 things that burn, given the nature of the episode.
Turns into diamonds and
Coal.
Frank Miner's daughter.
3 things that burn.
Cars use it and beans cause it.
Gas. Yep, things that burn.
Tampa NHL team and go grease blank.
Well, lightning doesn't burn, but it can cause fires.
Depressed Michigan City and skin blank equals miser.
Flint. Things that start fire. Okay.
To coordinate, Nate, and blank box cars.
Match.
Okay, bonus time. What do all the correct answers have in common? Are they all sexy grease characters, tobacco companies, deadly volcanoes,
Nope.
fire-starting materials?
Yep.
Oh yeah, rack it up. Yeah, nice job. Some might say you're smoking.
Or
Now go for that
I'm
bonus.
on fire.
Player 1, you got the bonus too. I'd
I like
pat you on
mine
the
better.
back, but I don't want to catch anything. Let's move on.
12,
Category's gonna be, sir, could you please put your crack out? $2,000 for correct answer.
It's
Flex
too
those
early for
fingers,
Rob
here it
Ford
comes.
jokes.
Considering he lit himself on fire while freebasing cocaine, who was literally 1980's hottest comic? Steve Martin, Sam Kinison, Richard Pryor, or Lenny Bruce?
Oh.
Lenny Bruce. Wasn't that the guy who was always asking George if he could play with the rabbits?
It's either
Should
him or
have picked
Pryor.
this one. Way back in 1980, funny man Richard Pryor made a teensy-weensy little mistake while freebasing cocaine, and poof, his head caught fire. I don't know. I'll never understand the fickle media. I mean, nobody ever talks about my tragedy in the 6th grade when I tried to light my farts.
Because it's only tragedy if it happens to me.
I'm calling this one no Sherlock, you piece of I got $2,000. Says
What's
you
your
don't know this one. Put your head
language?
between your knees, because we're going down. Because he's Holmes' arch nemesis, who would tell Sherlock, put that in your pipe and smoke it? The Artful Dodger, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, Professor Moriarty, or Dr. Watson?
Yeah.
Ah, Professor Moriarty, my enemy numero uno. Although I'd imagine Sherlock Holmes would be able to keep pretty cool about any pipe comment, you know? Just don't give him the in-your-ear with a can of beer thing.
14,
This one's called Spread Your Cheeks and Get Ready. And this one's gonna be worth $2,000. Think fast, it's question time. If someone blows smoke up your ass, in what sequence will it pass through your intestinal tract? Ileum, jejunum, rectum, duodenum, colon, cecum. Duodenum, jejunum, ileum, cecum, colon, rectum. Rectum, colon, cecum, ileum, jejunum, duodenum. Or colon, rectum, duodenum, ileum, cecum, jejunum. God damn, I was so close! If someone is kind enough to blow smoke up your ass, it'll pass from the rectum to the colon to the cecum to the ileum to the jejunum and finally the duodenum.
Took
Of
me a
course, if they're blowing
second.
really hard, you might even get a little funky aftertaste.
Yeah, you probably would. Took me a second to think there. Even though that's a really easy one.
Welcome to the... Oh, well, someone's been attacked before. Let's see how much you've learned. Here's your clue. You've come a long way, ad execs, and I for one appreciate your smooth, fresh flavor. Have fun.
You got merits? Probably was merit, wasn't it? Come to where the flavor is. Don't remember that one. It's a woman thing? That one I remember because that's what my mom smoked. And I'd walk a mile for a Camel. They satisfy. I do not remember any of these. Mainly because no bowl. I will be happy that I don't know these. LSMFT. Lucky Strike. I know that's Lucky Strike. These others I have no clue. And I'm not exactly sad I don't know. Probably Marlboro. Took some hits there.
Hey, not bad considering you played by yourself. Let's see what you did to your score. That's it. Wow,
Just
that was an
enough.
exciting game. That was a real thrill. You were the best player we've had by far. Now do me a favor, will you? Look to your left. Now look to your right. Now repeat after me.
So let's see what new name I get. So anyway, this has been another episode of Let's Play You Don't Know Jack Mach 2.
A former occupant of the high school.
Thanks for joining me.
If known for more performance, please enter your name.
Yeah, not one of my better games. But then again, that Jack attack was not good to me.
Your inability to enter a name will result in my doing so.
So what am I getting? What are you calling me?
I will now provide a fitting name for you. I believe Slappy will work.
Aw, it's just one I knocked out of the... Aw.
In order to play again,
Hello,
you will
Mr.
have
Smith?
to let me
Yeah.
know.
Oh well.
About that kidney
Take care,
transplant
folks.
you're waiting for.
I will see you
Now
back
you can
next
charge
time
it,
for
'cause
more.
I've got a pre-approved credit
As
card
always,
with your name on it.
enjoy the commercials.
Sign me up.
Cold calling can be hard, but the Telemarket 2000 makes it easy. Simply type in a name, and the Telemarket prints out personal information about the people you're calling.
Hello?
Mrs. Johnson?
Yes?
I know you're going through a painful divorce.
Who is this?
And nothing can take your mind off a lousy cheating husband like some beautiful aluminum siding.
Really? Do you think so? Oh, go ahead. Do the whole house.
The Telemarket 2000. Let us help you get your foot in the door before it's slammed in your face.
I remember when Karen had just given birth to Emily. She was our third baby in 4 years, and I knew the responsibility was going to be immense. That's when I decided to visit National American Bank and Trust. I had problems, and they offered solutions. You see, my friend Larry works there as a janitor, and he loaned me $50 so I could buy a one-way bus ticket to Daytona and get a fake driver's license. Suddenly, my responsibilities vanished, and I was able to go back to visiting strip clubs. Thanks, National American.
Hi, I'm Patrick L. Bender, children's attorney at law. Do the other kids hate you? Do they pick you last in gym? Do they call you fatty, hamburger patty? Let's be honest, kids can be cruel. But thanks to new legal loopholes, you don't have to take it anymore. Just listen to one of my clients.
Yeah, Jean wanted to trade her bologna for my tuna, so I sued her good.
I'll help you stand up for your rights with teachers, too.
Mrs. Green was always calling on me in class, and I took her to court, and she was crying, and now she doesn't come to school anymore.
Call me, Patrick L. Bender, at 555-KIDS for a free estimate. That's 555-KIDS. Remember, even though you can't spell litigious, you can still take the law into your own grubby little hands.
Hey, who likes ice cream?
I do!
Well, that's right, Bobby. And who likes ponies?
I do.
You betcha, Susie. And what about roller coasters?
I do!
You got it, Tommy. And how about pornography?
That's my favorite!
Right on, Grandpa. I think we all know where we're going.
Pornography! You really want fun for the whole family? Then come on down to Uncle Jack's amusement park, petting zoo, ice cream parlor, rifle range, and porn emporium. We know what families like.
GMFC introduces the Giganto, the ultimate sports utility vehicle.
Man, this is one smooth ride. I can drive over potholes, railroad tracks, foreign compact cars, homeless people sleeping on the street, and I don't even feel a thing. Not even remorse.
The new GMFC Giganto makes defensive driving a thing of the past.
I used to be more cautious when I took my kids to soccer practice, but since I drive the GMFC Giganto, I'm not so worried about paying attention when I drive. I can put on my lipstick, call the girls in my book club, catch a nap.
Safety of Giganto drivers is GMFC's #1 concern.
This car is safe for me and my family. I mean, it's one giant mother freaking car.
With the added height of the GMFC Giganto, it's almost impossible to see the car surrounding you. Kind of makes you feel like you're the only one on the road, you know?
Think you can't afford to drive the GMFC Giganto? You can't afford not to. It's one giant mother freaking car.
Wow.